And then play the music. I ain't did it. Look, I don't even feel professional more doing this now. Welcome everyone to round number 2. Life is sweet right now, Mark.
Very sweet.
Life is sweet.
At least for 16 people it is.
Yeah. Listen, there's a lot of sad teams, including one in Gainesville, Florida, that is getting ready for out of the gate. I'm hot as a 6-shooter. I skipped around the bar when I saw that game, Mark. I'm not even gonna front. I skipped.
You talking about like joyous kid skipping.
Black boy joy skipped around.
Oh my God! Listen, you're not the only one. You know, it's funny in college sports how people have this conference alliance when their team isn't competing. But I got a feeling there's a lot of SEC fans that were just as happy to see Florida lose.
You gotta be, because at the end of the day, Mark, like you're okay with. I mean, like that's an opponent. So when we get to the Final Four, we talking about. We're talking about you don't want to see Florida. Thank you, Iowa. Well, I don't know how to say that man's name. Let me see. I gotta spell it out. I don't know how to say his name. Iowa game winner. But that man, I buy him a drink today. I buy him a drink today. Alvaro Fogueras. Let's go with that.
Yes, that
Alvaro Fogueras.
Right.
Man, listen, dude. That was ice cold. First of all, and look, you coach young kids every week. Talk about stopping the ball in transition.
Well, I'll say this: it was a huge fundamental breakdown.
Mm-hmm.
Charles Barkley had a great point about why are you pressing, which I'm not opposed to the press.
Right.
So what they did was a true full court press. When I think they should have did a 3/4 court press. 1-2-2 is fine because you make them bring an extra ball handler up to split your top guy. If I have a 1-man press, you're gonna have a 2-man press breaker that brings another person up to handle the ball, slows them down. But to gamble and go for a steal while you're up with that much time doesn't make sense. Then to allow them to push it up the sideline, and you truly had no one really sprinting back, so the guy in the corner has to come up. Let me give credit to Iowa. They executed that the way you draw it up. That's how you draw it up. But shame on Florida for trying to do a full court pressure, gambling, steal press with time running out. Makes no sense.
Yeah. Listen, I'm not sad about it. Shout out to that dude for real. Like, no, not just as a Florida Gator hater. And by the way, all right. So look, I know we got some foolishness. We're gonna get to the foolishness in a bit, but before we do, I gotta admit something. Speaking of, because I know you had a good time on your visit to Florida, and so I know for you it was something. Florida was a special place for you.
Gainesville, as they say now, we wasn't saying this in 2004, but as they say now, Gainesville owes me nothing.
Hey, so look, all right. So the other night I was working a gig, and Tim Tebow was the guest speaker at the it was a gala, and so Tim Tebow was the guest speaker, and so man, we all back in the kitchen, kind of running through our last little set before everything starts and everybody getting assigned into their place, bro. He walks up, and so I'm gonna tell you something funny, and you probably experienced this as a big fella too. So just sheer size of us, right?
Right.
So he walks up to me, and first of all, that's a big man, okay? Coming from a big man, that's a big man. So bringing him down must not have been very much fun at all. But to that point, so he walks up to me, and I think this is what got me, is that he walked up to me because I'm pretty sure I had a deer in the headlights look on my face. And I'll admit this in front of God and everybody watching us, all 93,000 people watching us on the internet. I had a very long list of things that I was going to tell Tim Tebow that started with, you owe my friend Darren McFadden a Heisman. I was going to start there.
So true.
And then from there, we was going to have a conversation about how he was a terrible quarterback, but I appreciate his leadership and his representation for us Christians. But what I said instead when I finally met him was, "Hey man, I'm Joe. Nice to meet you."
hey, when the aura comes upon you, you have to quickly reassess the situation.
Hey, bro, here go. I'm gonna tell you where he got me. This is where he got me, Mark. He humble like you. He a humble superstar like you. So he says, he walks up to me, he looks me in my eyes, he says, "Hey, I'm Tim." Bro, it's
immediately straight to you, direct, introduce yourself, hand out.
Bro, like, listen, I'm stunned. I'm still shocked. And here go the part that pissed me off the most. So now, shameless plug. I normally do these at the end. Shameless plug. I say, T. All right, my fault. I say, I've got this docuseries that I'm working on, right? And we want you to be a part of it. And so Florida is one of the teams that's in there.
Right.
Wouldn't it be great to have the face of Florida be interviewed for that docuseries?
100%. The face of college football in the late 2000s.
Bro, it didn't dawn on me that I could ask him that question till he had already left the building. I talk about fumble. I fumbled the ball worse than we did in the 2008 championship.
Bro,
I'm sorry.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I might be able. I don't know if he's still. I don't know him like that because he's a little bit behind me. But I know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody.
You know some people, and that's why this is the most important reason why we have you, not just because of your superstardom, but because you're a superstar, if that makes sense. And speaking of superstars, right now we gotta shout out the lead tournament sponsor, T Nicole. Nicole talks ball. T. Oh, and look at the shirt she's wearing.
She came on strong.
Yeah. T, this is Mark. This is Big Mark. Mark, this is T. T made our fantasy football league loser shirts. Which, by the way,
great job.
I'm not doing it any service, but still, it's a good looking shirt, and it survived several washes so far. So I'm very proud of it. So again, folks, quality work on all your sports team apparel and items. But more importantly, because this isn't just Candy Creations anymore. Now this is at Nicole Talks Ball. So and she's not just she's not just a great, look how great his butt looks football content creator. Very knowledgeable. Knowledgeable. Yeah, so knowledgeable, and she's learning basketball.
Yes, I'm currently watching the women's right now. I turned off the Syracuse and UConn because that was embarrassing. But yes, I'm learning basketball. I just dropped a reel this morning on the men's March Madness for the Sweet 16. So I've been watching the women's today. I'm fortunate enough to have a job that I can sit there and do this because I really do have a full-time job, but people think that I don't. Yes, I'm learning basketball right now. Some stuff I'm like, I probably should know the answer to this, but I don't. I'm on Threads a lot, and they help me quite a bit over there understand the game. So
look, so, well, for what it's worth, this is also Mark is an excellent basketball talker and knower. So I try to argue with him. I'm usually wrong, but it's fine. I've been right once, and it was We've got proof of that, as a matter of fact.
Moving along.
So, but yeah. So look, definitely appreciate you joining us for a little bit, T. So look, you brought up women's, and so we'll start there. And Mark, we talked about this last time, and I don't think until you said something, I don't think I realized how big the gap is between like the top 16 teams in the country in women's and the rest of the country. It is unreal. I mean, like she said, look, we're talking about what this is round 2. Mm-hmm. This is the round of 32 teams, and I mean, UConn is drubbing Syracuse. Another Division I team like they're a Division III team or a junior high team. The gap is massive, and it's interesting. It's interesting to see this gap.
Today. We've had upsets today. Look, don't give me the line. I don't even know the names
of
the team. One of them went to
Virginia beat Iowa today. Virginia beat Iowa, which was huge.
Yes, that one went to a double overtime. That was a good one. And then, hold on, let me go to my threads. I can tell you if I go to threads.
Notre Dame beat Ohio State today, which is a 6-3.
Ohio State. A lot of people thought the women's they thought the men's Ohio State was going to go far too. So yeah, but yeah, it's been a day of upsets, and it's actually been a pretty good day of basketball for me.
Yeah, I definitely enjoy the basketball. While you're thinking about it, T, was there anything that stood out to you from the first 2 rounds so far?
Not really, because I'm still learning. Like I don't know players. I don't know logistics. I don't know who likes who's. I don't know none of that. I'm literally just watching to learn. But I will say, because I'm an Arkansas fan, they better start playing some defense.
Yeah,
if they want to go far, because that's who I projected to win, they better start playing some defense. And Duke, for the men, Duke's not a Final Four team. I don't know why everybody is choosing Duke. I don't see it at all.
I think their bracket might lend them towards some things. And look, we can talk about that while Boozers does have as I understand it, his stock is dropping. Which I kind of expected it to anyways, because he doesn't do much more than score on the post, which, I mean, all he does is put buckets in from a close distance. How bad is that? But at the end of the day, like when you need a bucket, he gonna go get you a bucket. And so like that's the thing that we can't overlook that or understate that. I don't want to overlook that and understate that. But to your point, you're absolutely right, T. Duke is not a Final Four team. And I can see a number of teams beating them. But I think the way their bracket is going to set up is going to make it easy for them to maybe
get to the 4.
Right. Yeah. To get out of their region.
I said at most they'll make it Elite 8. I just don't see them going. I really don't see them going past Sweet 16, but we're going to see. And we got.
Oh, wait. Y'all didn't have them in your Final Four in your bracket?
No, I had them losing in my brackets. And I'm glad you brought up the brackets, because we have been talking about this. So T Nicole Talks Ball and Candy Creations is the main sponsor of the Fanatic Sports Podcast Men's Bracket Challenge. Listen, we've had over 100 participants, 100 bracket entries, T. Okay. So great work as far as people seeing the stuff we're doing. And everybody's excited because they're gonna get an awesome t-shirt with your favorite team, right? And it's on us. So we'll get it out to you and everything. So a chance to, hey, maybe if you want OU fans, if you want to get a horns down shirt just like that. And not to mention, there's only 49 other states that all hate Texas, so it's fine. I mean, that probably is a top seller, just to be honest with you. So very excited about that. So thank you again to the 100 brackets that were put in. Most of them are going to hell. There's not a perfect bracket anymore this year.
I think when Ohio State lost that pretty much messed up a lot of brackets. So I was kind of annoyed because I listened to somebody to do mine, and I was like, see, if you would have just let me sit over here and just pick this team because I like their colors, I would still be having a good bracket right now, because I'm still learning, so I'm a little
I like they colors.
Yeah, colors.
That's it.
Sometimes that's enough. No lie. Sometimes that's enough. You probably would do just as good as most if you just picked which coach dressed the best. You couldn't probably just go wrong.
That's all I'm saying. I should have just did it on my own and I would have been good, because I definitely wouldn't have picked Ohio State. And I'm just biased to the SEC. So even though I have on a horns down shirt, I was going to choose Texas. I'm going to go with the SEC. Now, if they bust the bracket like Florida did last night, then that's fine. But my bracket is busting off somebody. You told me that there's no way they're losing first round. They lost.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the beauty of the tournament is the parity in the game, because sometimes it could be like matchups are very, very different, and so you could possibly beat a Sweet 16. Like for instance, Duke played both Michigan and Michigan State this year, if I'm not mistaken, and I think they snuck by Michigan State, and then they lost to Michigan, if I'm not mistaken. Like. I think that's the way that went, but Michigan State pounded Michigan, right? So it's just there's so many different arrows going every way, so it's kind of hard to.
It's a game of matchups,
Yep.
It's truly a game of matchups. Like for example, I know y'all are not big Duke fans, and don't get me wrong, I think Michigan State can beat them for sure.
They should have been in the first game.
Exactly, but Duke's next matchup against St. John. And I'm hoping St. goes in and pulls it off, because first of all, I like their coach. He recruited me, so he's always going to be good with me. I remember this little bump he gave me in Orlando one time when we weren't supposed to be talking, but it was like a little eye contact. So I'm always rock with Rick. I don't care what Louisville say about it. But it's truly a clash of styles. Duke has size. Duke has pretty good spacing, good shot making. St. John's is scrappy. Duke has size inside to protect the rim. St. John's is coming to the rim. They're going to slash. They're going to attack the basket.
But you know what?
Speed up.
But you know what? I'm also learning too, because we had round 1 and we had round 2 pretty much back to back. Like there was no rest time in between. And I preach this when it's college football playoffs. They give these players too much time in between to rest and regroup. And however, if this is basketball, from what I'm understanding, basketball is just pretty much every day or every other day. If round 2 ended Sunday, why are we waiting till Thursday for round 3?
Well,
if everybody was wanting Duke to win, maybe if we started playing Tuesday for that game, Duke and St. John, Duke probably would win. But now we're waiting till Thursday. St. John had 4 days to rest and get ready. So now we're talking about it's a different game now.
It's there's a lot to it. There's a whole lot to it. I think when you say it like that, it's not a back-to-back. And this is all about, now there is some logistics portion of it too. And let's not forget, Mark, they're student athletes.
They gotta go to class. Gotta go to class. And we gotta market it. And we gotta promote it.
Think about that.
Yeah, we gotta market it. We gotta promote it. We gotta have all the build up for it. And then next, they're going from Duke was in Charlotte, I think, and St. John's was in Providence, I think. Something. They're gonna be in the Barclays Center now. So again, you got to get all the things set up, branding, all that stuff is set up. But basically, to your point, it's the logistics and the schoolwork.
Okay.
Okay. And most importantly, we gotta make sure we make our money off of this. And to be fair, look, I would complain, but we making money off of
the Sweet 16, from what I'm learning, the Sweet 16 is a big deal. So hey, I mean, I get it. I'm just saying, just even with the NBA, just watching the games and how back to back they are. Some days I'm like, what? They just played yesterday, or they just, So I'm just like, I just think because St. John got some time to rest, then Duke's not going to run all over them because they have time to prepare. And that's why I keep saying Arkansas better be finding out
ready. Because we've got a matchup.
Practice, and I'm gonna treat them how I do the football team. I don't understand why we see videos every day of people laughing and smiling and giggling. What are y'all happy about? Nobody be smiling right now. Everybody needs to be mad. They're not mad at me. So I'm gonna leave that alone. But yeah, the Arkansas better be practicing for these next 4 days. They better be mad as all get out. Go out there angry.
So Mark, look, we talked about this in our privates off air. But let's look at some of these matchups that are about to happen for the Sweet 16, and let's just kind of go through your thoughts on who do you expect to win and how do you expect them to win. 8 teams gonna move on, man. In the men's bracket.
Go ahead. Line it up.
Oh, all right. So look, I said I'm gonna start with Arkansas and Arizona. This is literally a mountain to climb, but they've got a 7'2" stud down there, and so look, this is the thing. When you get 7'2", I think in today's in the world of video games, I think you kind of forget how massive 7'2" is and what it does for you. But the thing about him, even if he doesn't score but 6 or 7 points, even if he doesn't get but 1 or 2 blocks, even if he doesn't get more than 10 rebounds, right? Which against us, that shouldn't be that hard. But with that, it's not what doesn't show up in the stat line in the box score. Mark, that with 7'2", that's where he's going to affect us the most. How many more floaters are we going to take as opposed to taking that extra step and getting to the racks, right? How many more shots is he going to affect?
I'll say this. Krivas is not your average 7'2". He can move. He has good timing on his shot blocking. And he's going to punish you on both ends. Here's my thing, and here's why I see Arizona winning this game.
Okay.
Arkansas's front court is not up to par with Arizona's. Krivas alone is going to he's going to pretty much make Ewing null and void.
Right.
Now, what's going to really be the key factor is, can Brazil step out and knock down that shot? If Brazil can step out, bring him out a little bit, and make him actually defend in space and make his shot and pull him away from the rim, you have a chance. Now, for me, for Arkansas to win, and there is a chance. I was having a conversation with a good friend last night. There's a chance.
Okay. But, hey, hold on. But before you finish, Mark, I gotta tell you, T. Mark is always gonna tell the truth. Now we went to high school together. He's from Little Rock, but at the end of the day, like Mark, he's not a bias to anybody.
I'm an ex-Razorback myself. I'm an ex-Razorback, but I gotta be a realist. You gotta
tell the truth. Speaking of the truth, look, the Blue Report. The Blue Report is here.
Show Cox,
Hey man, I'm the only one that can come in hot, man. You can't be talking about Kansas after I talked about Florida. We about to lose both our markets. Hey, so but while we at it, while we there, look. So shout out to OT Nurse. She with you, T. She said we're gonna do brackets from color. the brackets from color gang. Clock it. Hey, the kids tripped me out with that one.
Y'all do know I'm on the clock, so ask away. I'm on the clock.
I appreciate you taking time away to come and listen. This is special. Okay, real quick, Mark, finish your thought on how the Razorbacks can beat Arizona.
Like I said, I think it comes down to a few things. It's going to take a heroic effort from Acuff, as usual. He's going to need to score 30. If he doesn't score 30, they're in trouble. You got to score 30. But again, the front court battle is going to be where it's at. Can Arkansas rebound, steal some second chance points, but most importantly, keep Arizona from getting their second chance points? And then the biggest thing is you need a Billy Richmond offensive explosion. If he doesn't score and you're leaving it only to Acuff and Thomas, I don't think it's going to be enough. There has to be a third scorer short for Arkansas. Is it Brazil? Is it Richmond? Somebody has to bring the points because Arizona's going to score points, but most importantly, they're going to limit your rebounds and second chances.
And to piggyback off what Mark's saying, man, a healthy Pringle is going to be serious too. They're not playing these last 2 games.
Against that footer, we definitely need Pringle. We need Pringle to be a big, even if he come in and foul out. Come give us 5 good fouls. That's all I really need. Hey, real quick, let me say this, Mark. Great point about A-Cup scoring 30. The only game we lost when A-Cup scored 30 or more points was against Alabama in double overtime when he scored 49. Yeah. We're 5-1 this season when A-Cup scores 30. So I think we need to get him going early and often. LSU, Auburn, Oklahoma, Vandy, and High Point, he scored 30 plus, and we all 5 of those are wins, and not just wins, but wins comfortably. Because as a matter of fact, the crazy thing about it is that when A-Cup gets going, AI they'd already been calling him the latest AI, but when AI kind of co-signed him as that guy, the next guy, coming out in the draft or whatever, but the thing about AI that made him so special was not necessarily that he was a great passer, but he passed the ball well because you got to stop him from scoring, and you got to figure out how to stop him from scoring, and then that leaves the Thomases and the Brazils open. So it's a good point. Blue, how does Arkansas beat Arizona?
Pretty much the same thing Mark just said, man. You got to get 30 out of A-Cup. Yeah. You got to get an explosion out of Billy Richmond or Trevor Brazile, or I say a combination of an explosion. If you get 15 out of Brazile and 15 to 17 out of Richmond and some block shots, you got to play well defensively. I think Pringle needs to be Pringle's 75%. He got to play.
Yeah. He got to play. This is your last game.
He's 75%. He got to play, and I think Pringle need to go out there and get some timely rebounds, block some shots. I like how Ewing was playing. Ewing played and got clutch buckets down the stretch the other night. And people probably looking like, dang, Ewing got the ball wide. What is he doing? And he went and attacked the basket and got clutch buckets. And they kind of set the tone of us, making that run at the end against High Point. And all props and praises to High Point. It was a basketball team, man. But at the end of the day, it's still a mid-major. It's a good basketball team.
But let me add this really quick, Blue. We're talking about the front court, and I think that's going to be the deciding factor. But a part of that front court that I don't think people really realize is how good Koa Pete is.
I was just about to mention Koa Pete.
A matchup problem he is, because Koa Pete is truly an inside-out threat that can do it all. I don't know if Arkansas has a guy on the roster that can stop him. That's going to bring another one of those guys. So now you got to play Brazile and Ewing together. One of them is barbecue chicken. One of them. I don't know which one. One of them is going to be barbecue chicken. And listen, we offensive mastermind, but he can't guard you right now. He couldn't guard you today. And Jaden Bradley, that senior, reigning Big 12 Player of the Year.
Yeah.
13 points a game guy.
Yeah.
He's probably going to go for 20 against A-Cup because A-Cup can't guard his own shadow. Great scorer. Listen, I'm not just saying that just to say it. We saw him against Houston, where Kingston had a phenomenal night. We saw him against High Point on an undersized guard, have a phenomenal night, gave up 30. He's going to have his hands full with Jaden. He's going to have a real gut check about playing defense. If he let Jaden Bradley break down that defense, it'll be Lob City.
And the best part about it, like this is something that I kind of wish we would get away from, is thinking young is better, because Bradley is he's a veteran guard, and veteran guards know how to beat you more than just athleticism. They know how to beat you mentally, skill wise, footwork. I prefer my guards to be older. Personally, I mean, don't get me wrong. A-Cup is a monster, and he's got a great future ahead of him. But as T said at the top of this thing, if we don't learn to play no defense, T,
loving the T-shirt, by the way. Loving the T-shirt, by the way.
Oh yeah, she made the fantasy football shirt. So this is she made the football shirt. Yeah, we're gonna send it to you. But yeah, man, look. Any other matchups, Blue, that's got your attention? It's a few of them here as we get down to the last 8 games of the season.
Alabama and Michigan.
Mm-hmm. Oh well, yeah, of course you. Oh yeah, you definitely got your eyes
Alabama
on
and
that one,
Duke.
don't you? Yeah,
St. John's and Duke. That's gonna be
great.
that was the Final Four matchup in the Sweet 16. Really, that's a championship caliber type matchup there. I like how they do. Tennessee and who's Tennessee playing?
Tennessee got Iowa State. That was the one. That was the
Tennessee and Iowa State.
outside of Arkansas, Arizona. That's the one that intrigues me the most.
Tennessee, Iowa State.
Iowa State leads the nation in points off turnovers. So when you're talking about a team that not only turns you over but makes you pay for it, that's a scary team because Mark, you know this. Rest in peace to the late great Big Al. If nothing else, we didn't even practice offense some days.
Never did. not to my senior year did we practice offense. So yeah, you're 100% right.
We didn't practice offense.
5 and 60. I had a dream about that, man.
That was it.
The blue. The start. If you wanted to practice offense, you had to go to the white team. The white team was the second squad, or in some cases, we were just the practice squad. My only job was to come in there and foul Mark and Jamal and make it hard for them to score. This is gonna shock you, but Mark was actually really, really good at scoring the basketball, even through contact, apparently. And so,
instead of the first time, just got me at 22 and 12, man.
Hey, man,
that line.
My job was to score that ball, but I can actually play defense. Unlike hey,
it's the reason my name was so big because I prepared Mark really well for that banner. Okay,
defense is gonna be huge. Because let's be real, he has the top 15 defense, right? But then you got Iowa State, who's one of the top teams in forcing turnovers. So I expect a low-scoring game in this. When I say low, I'm talking 50s. Whoever gets to 60 probably wins the game.
This is one of them, in my opinion, this is one of them gut check games where, you know how they always talk about these highly talented freshmen. This is one of these gut check games for Emmett, whatever you say his name, for Tennessee. I think he needs to show his talent and play the way people has been expecting him to play all year because I don't think he showed it yet. And this is the perfect game to try to show it against a team that's going to beat you up, it's going to make it hard for you to get your baskets and get to your spots. So I think he needs to show what he can do against Iowa State or get off the pot. And y'all, we're talking about how fantastic of an NBA player he's going to be. That's why I see.
I agree wholeheartedly, but I got Iowa State winning, even with Jefferson being hurt or whatever his situation is. I think he's out right now.
Right.
I think he's kind of a game time decision. But even with him not being 100%, the way Iowa State shoots the basketball,
right?
If their shots are falling, it's gonna be a long night for Tennessee. Now on the flip side, Tennessee does have the length that they go zone, they can extend it out. If they go man, they're gonna cause some problems with the passing lanes. But I just think Iowa State is going to pressure those guards, and it's going to cause some problems.
Yeah. And look, I think this is going to be a fun matchup. And like I said, this is the game I'm most intrigued by outside of Arkansas and Arizona because I think whoever wins this is going to go to the Final Four. To be honest with you, I know Alabama and Michigan are both very, very good programs, and that's whoever the winner will see next. But I think, especially if it's Iowa State, because I think Iowa State just look. If you tell me that somebody's going to turn you over and score off of it, I mean, it doesn't matter how well you shoot the ball. If you play good, if you can score more than your opponent because you're turning them over, that 9 times out of 10 you're gonna win a lot more than you lose. And I mean, that's the reason why Iowa State's the number 2 seed in the tournament. There's also
I'm scared of Iowa State.
I don't know if you realize what you just said. Now you said if whoever wins Iowa State and Tennessee going to the Final Four,
they're coming out of that Midwest division. I believe it.
So the flip side of that is Michigan and Alabama on the other side of that Midwest, right?
I'm looking at the bracket as we speak, and I believe that particularly if it's Iowa and if it's Tennessee, it's because Tennessee got so much from beating Iowa State. I can see them beating either one of those teams, but I think Iowa State's going to come out of that region because they're really, really good at turning people over.
Tennessee ain't beating the Maize and Blue, man. Not going to happen.
Oh, my fault. All right.
I'm rolling with blue on this because listen, I love Iowa State and the way they play.
I'm
But
scared of Iowa State. I ain't scared of
I
Tennessee.
got Michigan beating Alabama. I got
Okay.
Michigan beating Iowa State after Iowa State beats Tennessee.
Mm.
I got Michigan in the Final Four.
I look, it's not a bad choice. It's not a bad choice. So I'm interested to see. Next weekend. Next weekend we'll get the chance to see this. See this thing unfold. And
Hey,
it's going to be
fellas.
exciting.
Hey, look, I got to get back to my 9 to 5. Sports with the Blue
Oh,
Report
All right.
105. Well, hip hop and R&B live in the Fed Dog, so I'll let y'all
Spin them records. Spin them
hey,
records.
in the records.
hey, y'all make sure y'all follow the Blue Report on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and of course X. An excellent follow, great talent, and a wonderful friend. Most importantly, so all right, let me give you another game I'm kind of interested in, and you kind of put this one on the map for me, Mark. Number 2 Houston faces number 3 Illinois. That's going to be an interesting game, and the reason I think it's going to be interesting is because I believe that's the team you showed me that they play pickup ball based on good shots, right? So when we talk about and you can see it now, they've lost a lot more than a team with this type of philosophy would have, but sometimes you just good can beat great. Good can beat great on certain nights. And if you got teams that are taking great shots all the time, you're gonna win more than you lose. But Houston's one of those teams. They've got a little bit of talent where they've got talent that's good enough to beat great. I believe it. And Kelvin Sampson has certainly proven it throughout his career. Give me your predictions on Illinois versus Houston.
So I think this is one of the best matchups of the next round. This is one of the best matchups. Again, a true clash of style where Illinois wants to get out and run. They want to score in transition, high offense efficiency. That's what they want to do. They want to put up points. They want to run and control the pace. Well, while Houston can run,
right,
slow it down and control the pace, they're going to execute in the half court. But most importantly, they pride themselves on defense. So we got an offensive stud in Illinois, a defensive stud in Houston. I think it comes down to who can make the least amount of mistakes. I mean, you got guys like Terrence Shannon, who's going to be like a downhill scorer. You got some guys in Illinois that when they're rolling, they could be a Final Four team. Sampson has instilled a true culture of toughness. So 50-50 balls going to go to Houston. The rebounding is going to be what's huge. Hey, my heart and fandom of the style that Houston plays and why I think it's good for basketball has me saying Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Toss-up. It's truly a toss-up. Houston has great help defense against a team in Illinois who wants to drive all the gaps. It's a clash, and something's got to give, man. I would pick Houston just because I will think their toughness and defense wins, but Illinois is going to put some pressure on them.
It's a fun matchup clash to watch. And I think that's the fun of the tournament. That, and then on top of that, you're seeing so many different different groups that we don't normally see put together. It's been fun to see it this year. I know Arkansas played Duke and Michigan State, and there was another marquee matchup they had as well. But they had seeing some of these bigger programs going at each other earlier in the season, kind of like March Madness previews, if you will, and then the tournaments as well helped out in putting some of the better teams together. But at the end of the day, when it all counts, this is the fun part of the season to see these tournaments.
Yeah, and I can't wait to see the Chris Nat and Coleman Hawkins matchup, stretch big versus stretch big, Terrence Shannon versus Kingston. It's going to be truly matchup. It'll be 3 or 4 matchups at all time on the court that are enticing to me if you're watching the game within the game.
Right. And I see, and that's that coach talk, the game within the game. That's just a great phrase to say and a great phrase to hear. On the screen, for those who are looking, you can see the live bracket matchups. One that it doesn't intrigue me per se, other than just the great storyline is Nebraska and Iowa going at it. Obviously, we've talked ad nauseum. I won't bore any of my Florida fans any longer about the end of their season. But on the other side of that, man, Iowa still having something to cheer about is pretty cool. And this, this neighboring rivalry between Iowa and Nebraska, it's long standing, especially in football. So to see it on the hardwood is always fun. To see those matchups, pretty cool to see that. Any thoughts from either of you about Iowa and Nebraska?
I'll let you go, T.
I don't got a dog in the fight. Like I said, I'm still learning. So, I mean, really my focus is proving everybody right about Duke. And then Arkansas, I just want to see Arkansas do well. That's all.
Do you think Duke will lose this? You said you don't see them going past the Sweet 16. So you think that St. John will beat them?
I think give or take, if they make Elite Eight, they don't go past Elite Eight. But I don't see them winning again. Like St. John has had too much. They will have had too much time to rest and get their game plan together or on their execution of what they want to do. So all they have to do is go out there and execute. I just don't. Duke is going in with the mindset of St. John can't beat us, and St. John is going in with the mindset of this is March Madness, anything can happen.
And that's the beauty. That's the beauty of the tournament, Mark, is the storylines there for everybody. And look, I mean, you talked about it with Patino, man. This guy's a legend. So very, very excited to watch that. So look, I'm gonna tell you another, dark horse, and this is probably gonna shock you as well. I know you said you had Duke coming out and making the Final Four, Mark. I really like this Michigan State team going up against UConn.
So I actually have Michigan State beating Duke in the Elite Eight, but I think Duke is right there. But to your point, Michigan State right now is riding that Izzo factor, and kind of like Arkansas fans thought early in the season, they have two and a half, three bigs that can rotate in to be physical, control the game, control the paint. But Fears, that point guard, and that wing,
he's
jumping out the team.
That's what I was about to pull up. Is number 55. I can't remember his name, but that boy balls.
Hey, listen,
that boy, he's special.
He is. His name is oh my God, I just forgot his first name.
It's Cohen Carr.
I gotta go.
Cohen Carr.
Okay,
Listen.
all right. Thank you, T. Thanks for joining us, T.
Thank you.
Y'all make sure y'all follow Nicole Talks Ball on IG. But that dude Carr. Carr is his name.
Cohen Carr is VJ from Baylor that just signed.
VJ Edgecombe. VJ Edgecombe.
He is Edgecombe with skill. He's just as athletic, maybe even more athletic. Jeremy Fears Jr. does an amazing job of breaking down the defense. But that right there is truly a team that when they say spacing, defensively, your head has to be on a swivel. If somebody's leaving your zone, somebody's coming. So you better be ready. And if you don't talk and communicate, you will be on a poster by morning. But,
hey, bro. Hey, Carr will jump over you.
Yes,
he will jump over you.
Listen, but they got guys in there like Kohler, Jackson Kohler, 6'10" senior. Carson Cooper, 6'11" senior. That's
the one I was thinking about.
Double guys that can come in, rotate in, stay fresh, and do some work. Jeremy Fears is gonna put pressure on you. Cohen Carr is shooting the ball well right now. So I say all that. That's one side of the coin. The other side of it is that when you look at a team like UConn, balanced, shot makers, they're going to run their offense all the way through. Again, it's going to come down to who makes the least amount of mistakes and probably the rebounding stats. Who wins the rebounding? Again, another game that might don't see this game going 70 points plus, but it's going to be a dog fight. I think Michigan State can come out of that region, but they got some real tough matchups in front of them. I mean, to the point where I don't lie to you, I don't know what they did to piss people off. They put them in a hell of a region. I was mad about Arkansas going to the West because it was so far out. But the truth of the matter is, I mean, like that East is a beast over there.
That's a scary region. That region, I wasn't super happy about the Florida region. That the South don't look like any fun either. And it kind of worked itself out, especially with Florida going down. But that East is scary.
I thought Florida was going to be the favorite, and I ain't gonna lie, I had Florida getting there because I had Houston beating them to get to the Final Four. But Clemson, Iowa, Vanderbilt, McNeese, Nebraska, Troy in that top part. They had a cakewalk. They had a cakewalk. Even the bottom half of that. UNC, VCU, Illinois was tough. St. Mary's, Texas A&M, nope. Houston. But when you go to that East, the East had Duke. The East had St. John's coming off a hell of a run. We had Kansas. Louisville was hot, but then you got Michigan State and UConn. So it's loaded up in the East. But that matchup, UConn and Michigan State, is going to be a very exciting game. I still view it as a true slug out. Like I said, 65, 68 points. I doubt they get to 70. But I got Michigan State coming out on top of that thing.
Yeah, I really like Michigan State, especially like you talked about them bigs. One of the things, and look, I think we may very well see it again, Michigan State and Duke in the Elite Eight. And I can't remember, was it Kohler? I can't remember if it was Kohler or Cooper, but one of them gave Boozer hell. Had that boy in hell.
And having bodies to run at him is how you work. Let's be real. The guy plays every minute. Come on, Boozer plays every minute of the game pretty much. He's truly inside and out. He's a workhorse because they're going to him. He's going to touch the ball almost every possession. So if you can run fresh bodies at him, that's how you got to wear him down. That's and really and truly, he's good at getting people in foul trouble. So you need those extra bodies. But I love watching him work because at the end of the day, he's just like his father with a 3-point shot. He's sound. He's fundamental. He's not going to make very many mistakes. He's going to knock down all his free throws, and he's decent at post defense. He's decent.
And in the NBA, that's all you need is just to be relatively decent. Can you move your feet enough that they don't want to pick and roll you to death? And even if they don't, he scores the ball so well. You still gotta find a big to put next to him if you don't think he can guard the big. So I think it's exciting to see what he is. And look, man, I see a lot of people kind of ragging on him, or kind of down on him, and rightfully so, because Siena made the game way closer than it had to be. But I feel like at the end of the day, man, you're not gonna be mad about somebody like Cameron Boozer coming to your team.
A lot of his knock is coming because other guys are playing so well that people weren't talking about. Boozer was the number one guy coming out of high school. He was the 3-time East Jam champion. He was the son of an NBA. He was highly touted, and he's still putting in work. It's just not flashy. I have to say it. It's very Tim, but I'm not going to go there yet. I'm not going to call him Tim.
Hey, listen, that's a good comp. That's a good comp. Yeah. Last game in our Sweet 16 is Texas and Purdue. I'll be honest and tell you, I don't have a whole lot of real interest in it. The only thing I know about Purdue is they always keep some big dude that I don't know if they're making them in a lab out there in Indiana or what they're doing, but they always keep a big that they can throw in. And he's gonna protect the rim, and he is again. You talk about fundamental. He's right in the middle of your team, your locker room, doing all the stuff you need him to do. And if I'm not mistaken, they got another one again, even after Zach Edey. So and look, they don't lose a lot of games. They're doing something right. And versus this hot, coming off a great win, this hot Texas Longhorn team.
Yeah, I'll say this. Let me start with Purdue. Like you said, Zach Edey's not walking through that door, but they scoring like 82 points a game. So they really don't need him, man. The team offensively is hitting stride. But here's the thing about a Purdue, and I say this because we fell for this almost every year for the past 5-6 years. They do well in the conference.
Sure.
They'll fall off in the conference tournament. They'll get all the pub and hype coming into the NCAA tournament. They'll win at the first weekend, and then they fall off. But there's no noise because we really don't expect Purdue to do much. So they don't rely on defense to create offense. They execute and get good shots, but they're a half-court team. They really love to slow the game down and score. Texas wants to create turnovers. So to me, Texas is going to have to kind of press a little bit to speed them up. Don't let them get set. Don't let them get comfortable. Open up the floor a little bit by speeding them up with a little bit of pressure. But if Purdue can withstand that, they're going to cause problems. Yeah. I think if Purdue controls the pace, they can win. But if Texas speeds them up, creates turnover, and score in transition, Texas can come up with the upset. Now, here's the thing. Purdue is really not a big defensive team. They're not. I mean, they don't force turnover. They just play sound. So if Marks guard, his name escapes me right now. If they can make shots and get up early, they can put Purdue in a real funny spot because Purdue they score 82 points a game, but they're not scoring them very, very fast. They're just executing and maximizing every possession. So while I know everybody probably picks Purdue because they're bigger, stronger, I think they're even more experienced. I hope Texas wins, but this is truly going to be who gets their way. If Texas can speed them up, I think Texas wins. But if they don't create close to 10 turnovers, I don't think they can beat Purdue if they don't turn that ball over.
Now I will tell you that. So I think that Texas can do that. We've seen Texas do that a couple different times. I mean, look what they did. What they did to BYU, I think was really, really impressive. And what Texas did to BYU.
And Texas has the ability to trap and switch to kind of take you out of your flow. So when a guy like the Banster was trying to make sure he got where he wanted to get, he couldn't really get where he wanted all the time because they're trapping, forcing the ball out of his hand. Purdue is going to execute so much, they're probably going to be prepared for some slip screens to get out those traps and other things. But if you can speed them up and turn them over, you got them.
Yeah, it's gonna be a sneaky good matchup, man. The Sweet 16 is where all the it's all bone at that point. Where there ain't no more meat. This is all bone at that point.
We're good on good pretty much now. We're pretty much good on good. I know, like I said, Nebraska and Iowa. I know I didn't comment on it, but that's one of those games where it's almost to me mirror images. Both of them rely on shot making. Neither one of them have great perimeter defense. Whoever shots fall and can get a couple stops down the stretch in the last 2 to 3 minutes will win that game. I don't think Nebraska runs off, but now I say this: if I had to pick, I'd probably go to Nebraska just because they're shooting the ball so well.
Yeah, and I think I as a betting man, I'm taking the over on points. Nebraska versus Iowa, but then again, these two are very familiar foes, so I think that's also another fun part of it. But no, like you said, we're good on good right now in this portion of the tournament. This Sweet 16 is exciting. And speaking of Sweet 16, so for those who have already screwed up their bracket, totally fine. It's okay. You still got a chance to win the tournament tap-in drawing for our exclusive VIP Fanatic pack. Okay, this is a fun prize, Mark. You're gonna like it, man. We got some cool stuff in here. Surprise! I'm not telling everybody yet. We will reveal what the prizes are soon. But some fun prizes, which of course will have the Fanatic Sports logo on it. And all you got to do is to watch. It's 4 easy ways to get it drawing, and you get just entrance after entrance each week as we go through the tournament. The first one is really simple. You follow Mark at Winston. Tell me.
It is at _M.Winston.
Okay.
At _M.Winston.
Right. That's right. It's an underscore. Whenever I'm looking for you to troll you, I can never find it. At _M.Winston. And then you and that's on Instagram. Is that on
Instagram, Facebook, and everything else? Facebook was Mark Winston. That's Mark with the C. Winston, like the old cigarette. TikTok is Mark Winston Enterprises.
Right. All right, that's what I was gonna get to. Because you done got on TikTok with them young kids. Be careful over there. They gonna have you. Man,
it's a weird space over there. I had to hit back like 5 times to get out. Keep on giving me videos. I'm just not used to it. What are we doing?
I need my own control. Hey man, listen. So make sure y'all follow Mark. Make sure y'all follow Blue Report. Make sure y'all follow T Nicole at Nicole Talks Ball. And look, those are all everyone you follow and you DM or you screenshot Fanatic Sports. On whatever one, that's an entry. So that's an easy way to enter. Like, share, comment. Always, please, always like, share, comment. We're happy to hear, especially your comments, because I know a lot of people think I'm wrong, including the gentleman below me. And that's okay because I might be every now and again I'm wrong. Not too often, but sometimes. And so I love to hear. I want to hear how I'm wrong. You put that in the comments, and then screenshot it, tag me. I see it all anyways. I got my notifications on, so that's another entry. If you follow our tournament partners, so of course Nicole Talks Ball, our homegirl. Which look, as International Women's Month comes to an end, Mark, I'm proud to say that I not only am I working closely with a lot of really awesome and dope content creators and sponsors and business women, but just in general to be able to support it, man. I got a daughter, and I want her to do well when the time comes, when she gets into her thing. So I'll definitely support it. But our girl Giovanna Scroggins from Behind the Sport, and you can follow her personal page at Giovanna Scroggins. Let me put that up on the screen because it is. She got one of the fancy names, Mark. Mm-hmm. So we definitely
being an ally. Big ups to you for being an ally.
Yes, always. And so one of the really interesting things. So she's another and look, I don't just go chasing after whatever, man. Like I'm talking about women who really are putting it together and really are knowledgeable when it comes to talking sports. So it's not just a pretty face on the screen or whatever, man. These are people who really know what they're doing, really know what they're talking, really putting it together. G is a big SMU fan and a big Texas fan as a whole, so she probably would have hated that shirt T had on, but that's okay. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I put them together not too long ago on Instagram because they were doing I think it was the girls who talk sports, and I think there's like a black girl. It's a lot of different really great organizations that are working together on women talking sports. And then the most important one, well, I won't say the most important one, but last but not least for sure, PHX Game Chasers. Our girl Kai over there in Phoenix is having a blast. As a matter of fact, she posted she's got some tickets for sale. Row 114, I think it was, or something like that on row 119 or section 119, row 14. So that lets you know when you see that one, that means it's on the floor, Mark. We talking close.
Yeah.
You can throw something at LeBron.
I'm trying to get some sweat on you.
Hey man,
knock out your hand.
Yeah. Dennis Rodman would have jumped on you, man. That's where
you gotta turn yourself sideways to take the ball out of the ball.
Hey, she's sitting well, man. She lives a tremendous life, and when you go to Phoenix, she'll help you have a tremendous time as well. So
I'm on the way.
Yeah, man. Listen, bro. If you see her Cardinals tickets, the baseball, the Diamondback tickets. As a matter of fact, like I said, in a couple weekends when the women's Final Four gets to Phoenix, she on the way there. So she Saturday, and the real cool thing is we do content for her, create content with her sponsoring it. So looking forward to making that as well. So man, it's gonna be fun to see all the cool stuff she does when she gets out in her bag, bro. It's got to be the dopest job I've seen. And so that's another way to follow. And again, everyone you follow, you screenshot, tag me, whatever. Hey, I followed, this person, and you're in for another entrance into the Fanatic pack. And the most important one, our favorite one, is the keyword. Which Mark, all right, tell us the keyword for today.
Oh, keyword for the entry: Sweet 16.
Hey, listen,
it's only right that we call it Sweet 16 on this going into this second weekend. Sweet 16 is the key word.
It's look. So all right, real quick, we're not gonna stay too much longer, but we do have our angry Puerto Rican here, so we definitely gotta have him jump in and say something. I know. So all right, but I know you got some stuff to talk about, but before you do, I was having this conversation with Mark off air, and I want to throw it out to you as well. So, how would you describe the last 6 years of Arkansas Razorback basketball? Give me one word to describe the last 6 years.
All right, so I will say, last 6 years,
just since 2020,
probably one of the best. Like, if you look at it, our last 6 years, we've made it to a Sweet 16, Elite 8, Look at what we're doing right now.
We've
We're in the Sweet
been
16 again
we've been to
under
5
Coach
Sweet
Cal.
16s.
Look, it's been great. There are a couple times where you're looking at it like, okay, Muscleman, what were you doing? I didn't like the guy as a person. Didn't like the guy as a coach. That's just me.
Hot
But
take.
looking at our basketball team right now, if Arizona plays the way they played against Utah State, that's all I'm going to say. I'm not even going to like elaborate on what I mean because then I feel like I'm jinxing the team. But if Arizona plays the same way against Arkansas, the same way they play against Utah State, it's a problem. That's all I'm going to say. I am, out of 26 million out of my brackets, I'm 143rd.
That's pretty good. Did you do
pretty good? 143rd.
Did you do a bracket in our bracket challenge?
No, I didn't. I didn't get a chance to.
Ooh.
But I'm 143rd. I have Iowa State winning the actual. I have Iowa State winning the entire tournament.
Hey, we don't agree on a lot, Ant.
I'm just saying, I got Iowa State winning the tournament, man. Like, look, man, I have 530 points. I'm 99.5% winning all my games right now. So, like, all the games that people picked, I picked High Point versus Wisconsin, which probably no one probably picked, but I picked High Point. Like, I picked that. I picked those games. I'm not gonna sit here and play.
Who's your Final Four?
I got Arkansas, Iowa State, St. John's.
Wow.
And these are who I picked in the actual tournament. I believed in Rick Pitino. And if you don't believe in Rick Pitino, then you have no respect for the game of basketball. And Marcus, if you keep looking at me like that, I swear to God.
Wait, Arkansas, Iowa
Marcus
State,
over here looking at me like, what the fuck? What's going on here? Why are you saying that?
Please give me that 14.
Nah, man, Marcus over here looking at me like he's stunned.
Who's your fourth?
I don't know if he's like frozen, but I swear to God, he's looking at me with that look like, what the fuck you talking about?
Please.
Hey, who's your fourth? Who's your fourth in the Final Four?
Hey, let me pick. Let me show you so I can screenshot it real quick to you.
Oh my God! You said
give me a second. I'll screenshot it real quick.
You about to stop being ranked in a minute.
What you mean?
Hey, I can't put St. John in that Final Four. Not over Michigan State. I can't. I would love to. I can't. I would love to, but I can't. I really like St. I like St. John a lot. I would love to, but I cannot. That is just.
Arkansas is not too crazy. No lie. Arkansas is not too crazy.
No, it's not. It's not a far-fetched idea.
The Iowa State is hot take.
Yeah, to win it all. Yeah.
Then you say who you got coming out the South?
And I think that was the one we was waiting on because
so the East you got who? Oh,
he said he got St. John winning out the East.
St. John, hot take. Iowa State hot take. I can't wait to hear this South.
Yeah, where did he go? Oh, he went to go.
I bet it was Florida. I bet he had Florida.
If you didn't pick Florida coming out of the South, I mean,
I bet he picked Florida.
There's no way. Nobody picks.
I didn't pick him, but I bet he picked him.
Who you got coming out of the South, Mark?
I take it back. In my second bracket, I had Florida.
Okay.
Which is not the one I entered in our thing.
Okay.
In my first bracket, I had Houston. Duke, okay. Arizona, Michigan. In my bracket that's doing the best, in the bracket that's doing the best, I had Florida, Michigan State, Arizona, Michigan.
Okay.
Marcus, let me ask you a question. No one expected Florida to lose.
Who you got coming out of the South?
Who, me?
Yeah, who did you have coming out of the South on your bracket?
I'll tell you right now.
I had Florida. I didn't
expect Florida to lose there. Like I said, I had them losing to Michigan State in my bracket that's doing my second bracket that's doing the best. My first one that I entered it kind of just went with what I felt initially.
They got Houston over in the South.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you had Houston. Okay, that's not bad. That's not.
Yeah, no, I believe in Houston. Like I said, man, my final four bracket is crazy. I still have Iowa State. I still have Iowa State winning the entire thing, man. Defense wins, man. We all know that. We all respect it. Look, man, if Arizona is going to play up the same way they played with Utah State last night, you're not going to win against Arkansas. I'm sorry. I don't care. But we're talking about a bunch against a bunch of Mormons. We're not playing against, they're not Mormons here, man. I'm sorry, but, we're not doing that here. So, look, man, Arkansas is not that.
Most teams get that bad game out the way and then take off.
Yeah, exactly. And we haven't had a bad game. And here's the thing. The only thing is they have a 7-2 guy that can actually play. But here's my thing. I will tell you, we're more athletically gifted. We're fast, and we run the ball, and we've proven that. All you got to do is run. So, I'm sorry. Against the Mormons, they almost lost. We almost been playing fucking, excuse my language, we almost would have been playing Utah State.
Yeah, I mean, they ended up winning by 12, but, I mean, it was a scary moment, and I was excited to see how bad it was for them.
Here's the thing. I totally agree with you. They didn't play their best ball. But you're going to look at High Point and tell me Arkansas was impressive?
No. They weren't impressive. No, I'll give you that. They were not impressive. Marcus, you know I call the spade a spade real quick. No, they didn't give us the best. But Darius Acuff showed up, and that's what happens. When you got a guy who should be number 1, number 2 overall in the NBA draft, showing up and playing like he's supposed to, what you expect? Coach Calipari has never had a player like this guy before in my life.
I'll say this:
Arkansas has never seen a point guard look like him.
Make it take it. I say Arkansas would run through this whole thing. They're gonna lose.
Arkansas has never had a point guard like him.
Hey, bro, you are. Hey, man, this dude is.
I'm dead serious.
He was take it.
Acuff is amazing, and I told everybody Acuff was going to be amazing. Acuff is very, very good.
You also said, hold on. This is coming from the same person that said the San Antonio Spurs weren't going to be great this year, and look at them second in the conference behind OKC. You said Victor Wembanyama wasn't going to get an MVP type of caliber season, and yet I told you again he was going to have an MVP type of season, and guess what you just get? An MVP type season. So we don't argue about basketball. Don't talk to me about basketball. Stick to your football.
I bet the MVP come out of Oklahoma City. He ain't gonna win MVP.
No, I'm sorry. So I guess we sit here and we congratulate foul baiting.
Cool. Trophies in March. They don't give out trophies in March.
That's a fact.
Yeah, no, they give out trophies for foul baiting.
Yeah, hey, but y'all won't even win the in-season tournament.
We won the NC tournament. What are you talking about? The in-season tournament?
The end season.
We won the Intercontinental Championship. We ain't winning the championship.
We ain't winning the championship. Will not raise a banner this year.
They will not. No,
They've had OKC's number every single time.
Yeah, but the problem is you gotta
4 times out of 7 though. That's the problem. And you gotta do it in the
See, what Mark is about to tell me is what the problem is. The way OKC's bank account set up, you put a little bit of money into your bank account, a little money into your savings account. This is how this all goes down. A little bit of Hartenstein, you get a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Nah, stop that. Stop that.
It's a 7-game series, and you got to go at SGA.
7-game series, I'm taking the Spurs.
You got
7-game series, I'm taking the Spurs.
You got to beat them 4 times.
You got actual real ref that's actually going to hold the game down the middle without foul baiting.
First of all, seven games.
First of all, you shouldn't even talk. Actually, no. First of all, you shouldn't even talk. You're a Clippers fan. You have no right to talk. I don't want to hear nothing. You're a Clippers fan.
We
The
in the
season
playoffs.
started. The season ended. Look, basically close to it. I'm allowed to talk my shit about the Clippers. I don't want to hear shit. So don't go
Knicks.
first of all. My Clippers
No,
this, my
talk about
team
the
this.
Knicks.
You don't know
Talk about
nothing
the Knicks.
about basketball.
Talk
Marcus
about the Knicks.
is also a really great guy who actually believes that Michael Jordan's the GOAT too. So you sitting here thinking LeBron's the GOAT. Me and him believe Michael Jordan's the GOAT. So you are irrelevant from this conversation, sir.
Why you going so hard on you, bro?
Sorry, Marcus. I'm so sorry, man. I shouldn't have done that. I apologize. Apologize to that man. Apologize to that man. Apologize to that man. Apologize. I'm so sorry, Blocka. I don't mean to be so disrespectful to your team.
You don't have to
say that you lost everything.
Here's the deal.
And your team is barely making it, other than Kawhi. And then in the playoffs, he's probably going to do this whole number of, I got to sit out.
All right, so are you done?
So you can't talk basketball.
Are you
Marcus,
done?
I'm willing to listen to you and talk to you about basketball.
Are you done? Are you done? Because the Knicks in a down East still ain't the contender to win the division. The Pistons are better than the Knicks in the Eastern Conference. While the Celtics were out, while the Sixers were down, while the Magics aren't good, while the Cavs aren't good, y'all still not better than them 4 teams.
Here's my thing. I cannot wait. I can't wait for the Knicks. Cannot wait for the Knicks to show y'all what they are.
Didn't the Pistons send y'all home last season?
What are the Clippers going to do?
Didn't the Pistons send y'all home last season?
No, we sent them home. Sorry. It was the Indiana Pacers.
Okay, never mind. I forgot the Pacers are out. There are 6 teams better than your team in your conference, and y'all supposed to be the most talented team in the conference.
Number 3.
And now,
yo, if Melo was here, he would do this.
And now Boston,
he would do this.
And now Boston has their star back.
Shout out to Carmelo Anthony. If he was here, he would do this.
Shout out to Jason.
Don't talk to me. Sorry, I don't want to talk basketball with you anymore, man. I'm going to talk to Mark.
We gotta give props though, because right now the season ended today. The Clippers in the playoff.
The Clippers would be there, yeah. What are they winning?
With under 500% winning percentage, they are in the playoffs.
That ain't important. We just need a seat at the table.
They 35. Just looked it up. They are an AC at 35-36. The West is terrible.
Hey, we need a seat at the table, and then it go crazy from there.
I'm talking about. Listen,
man,
the West has 2 teams with 50 wins right now, and that's probably how the season's going to end.
All I'm going to say to you is,
wait, you don't
I
think
can't respect someone who considers LeBron a GOAT.
Is he not?
No.
You telling me LeBron ain't one of the greats?
No.
Okay. All right. So, but you say I don't know basketball. Got it. All right. Back to college basketball, which is what this.
You're the same person who believes Kawhi Leonard's a GOAT.
He's a good player. He's a 2-time Finals MVP.
There's a difference between good player and GOAT.
Is he a 2-time Finals MVP? Yes or no?
Doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Well,
doesn't matter.
Hey, you know what? We're getting back on subject because this is college
Mark,
basketball.
Look, all I'm going to say to you is, Mark, man, I respect you. I value your opinion. Right now, I don't believe in the Night Gators guy over here. I don't believe in none of this. I believe in I really do believe he's an LSU Tiger fan.
You a Knicks fan, bro? You a Knicks fan?
Yeah, I'm a Knicks fan. You're an LSU Tiger fan.
That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing.
LSU say, hey, they open their pocketbook up. See, we go. That's a whole nother show.
No.
A whole nother show. Because I had a thought about this the other day. Because Boosie brought out Lane Kiffin the other day at whatever show he was at around the corner.
3 recruits from that right there alone. Go ahead.
Oh, of course. You think that was an accident that he picked the most popular? Boosie could run for governor. Boosie could run for governor for real. Anyways, not important. The point, the only thought I make about that is that I don't think Lane Kiffin is going. I think he's going to come in and be the same Lane Kiffin we've seen him be at Ole Miss, USC, and Tennessee.
Go score a lot of points. Won't stop.
So
nobody.
y'all asked me about my Final Four. Y'all asked me about my Final Four. What's y'all Final Four?
All right. So my current updated Final Four. I've got Iowa State making it to the Final Four, coming out of the Midwest. Give me Houston coming out of the South. Give me Michigan State coming out of the East and give me Arkansas. I can't. I'm on air, Mark. I know who the better team is. That's not important. Give me Arkansas.
You pick who you want to pick. Okay?
He's gonna go against Arkansas real quick. I know he is.
Listen, he makes some valid points too, and that's the part that pisses me off about it.
I'm just saying. This is all I'm saying is your weakness is their strength. That's all I'm saying. Your weakness, your front court. You telling me you think that Koa Pete and Krivos is gonna struggle with Mr. Okay, he ain't painting his fingernails this year, but with Brazil, Brazil and Ewan, come on, no. But
hey, bro,
hey, stop! I promise I said
Yo, I hate to do this, man. I got company over.
All right,
it's my first night off, so I got some company over.
Y'all make sure y'all follow the Angry Puerto Rican, Ant Roman at
I appreciate
AR Roman.
you guys, man. I love y'all.
Love you, bro.
We'll be back, and we will be doing this again. Because after this week, I'll be full time.
After Arkansas beat Arizona, we're gonna do it again. And if not, we're gonna just cry.
Let's make sure we jump on after that game.
Dude, we don't have to.
Hey man, I appreciate y'all. Love y'all, man.
Love you, bro.
God bless you and you guys' family. Yo, love y'all. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Shout out to all the angry, happy people in the world.
Angry hot salsa.
Also, remember, I called Iowa State winning it, but Arkansas is beating Arizona.
Stop telling folks about Iowa State. Don't do that. Just let that be a surprise. Don't tell nobody else.
Hey. Let it be a surprise.
I'll tell you. So updated new bracket today. Michigan State out the East.
Yeah.
Arizona out the West. Arizona's gonna win it all. Out of the Midwest, I'm still gonna go Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
And out of the South, I think Houston. Whoever wins Houston, Illinois, but I'm gonna go Houston. It's hard for me to go against Kelvin Sampson. It's hard for me to go against him. He's let me down a couple times.
He does well.
It's hard to go against him, man.
So real quick before we go, tell me why people because Koa Pete. So all right, so shout out to Click Productions from on YouTube. This dude does I know it's gonna sound silly, but just roll with me. So he does 2K simulations, right? And we've talked about this before, you and I, and you clown me for it, and rightfully so. So, but he does these 2K simulations, and that's the reason why I know names like Koa Pete. I know about the Boozer brothers. I know about the Bonsa. Some of the guys that are going to be, the top 10, top 15 players in the country, right now. And I was shocked to not know as much about Acuff because he wasn't a name that was as big. Koa Pete is one of those names that I learned from watching this dude's YouTube channel. And there's a lot of really promising thoughts about Koa Pete. Why is his name not getting the love and admiration that we expected from him out of the gate?
The same reason Arizona doesn't get a lot of hype. Mm-hmm. It's kind of that out west forgotten.
Okay.
And Arizona, to me, think about Arizona is a true blue blood in basketball, but they haven't won since 1997. So right. Koa Pete came out of the 3SSB Adidas circuit, I believe, and he went to school in Arizona. He's an Arizona guy. He's a 6'8" guy. He's not very flashy. He's not crazy athletic, but he's pretty athletic. I mean, the guy was a stud coming in. I mean, and even his junior year, he averaged like 21 points a game, like 11 rebounds a game. So he's always been a double guy. Mm-hmm. I think he really and truly committed to Arizona, and it was no surprise. But I think the reason people now just aren't just raving about the guys, because just like Boozer, he's not flashy.
Right.
He scored 30 points, I think, like in his first or second game in college. So he's a bucket. I'm talking about a bucket.
Right.
But he's not necessarily a guy who's flying through the air, dunking on everybody. He's not the Banster where he's out there just willing and dealing and handling the ball freely. He's not a Boozer with the name in the bloodline.
Right.
He's not a guard, but he can play inside out. So he's just that guy they put him at a 4. He plays a little bit on the perimeter, a little bit inside. He's not flashy. He's fundamental, but he can just play the game of basketball. And we know in today's world, in the social media world, in the media world, we need the highlight. We need the blam, bam, thank you, ma'am. And he doesn't necessarily fit the mold all the time. But when you turn the film on, Koa Pete is a matchup nightmare. And the guy is having a very solid year.
Yep.
Don't be surprised if he's a one and done guy, because that was pretty much
that was the thought of him. Yeah,
he was going to be a one and done guy, and so I think he's just following the radar because he's just not flashy enough. Now think about it, his stats are like 13, 14 points a game, 5, 6 rebounds a game, 3 assists a game, but he's shooting 53% from the field. He's solid. He came out against Utah State. Let me just look this up real quick. He had 14 points, 10 rebounds. You know, so he's not a guy who just jumps off the page at you. But when you put him in a big game, he plays Houston, 21 points. You know what I'm saying? He goes out there and he's capable of exploding.
That's what I was just about to mention. That 30 points that you speak of was against number 3 Florida to open the season. And by the way, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. And three steals for Koa Pete. So
I think he was battling an injury at some point.
Wow.
So to me, Koa Pete is a guy. He might be a 2-year guy, but he's a true basketball player. He doesn't do anything crazy, flashy, but he plays the game well. Solid double guy. And against Arkansas, because he can step out, he's also going to pull one of your rim protectors out from the basket. He's also going to put a little bit of pressure on them to guard in space. And I think you have to respect it. A high-low, and I'm not talking about a traditional free throw line high-low. I'm talking about a 3-point line, 18, 20 feet out high-low between him and Crevasse is a problem.
Yeah, that's the 14 points against Utah State was on 7 field goal attempts. 4 of 7, 14, 10 boards, 9 free throws, which means he gets to the racks. And you know, he was 6 of 9, but 9 free throws, 21
against hold his jockstrap.
Yeah. I mean, like, and that's
can't hold his jockstrap.
That's where we're gonna get in some trouble. You talked about it. That front line is gonna be an issue. But I mean, like you look at his points, double digits, all but I think maybe 5 games this season.
He's just solid. He's just not a flamboyant, extravagant highlight reel. You know, so
he's got 4 or 5 games where he's got double-digit rebounds. Just, I mean, like this dude's a workhorse. You love to see 6'8", 235 that can do that.
And what he really is if you play small ball, he can stay on the floor.
Yeah,
that's a problem. So
yeah. So this is gonna be fun. We're good on good. The Sweet 16. That's the key word, everybody. I'll put it up there. One more time. Sweet 16 is the key word. So DM the Fanatic Sports page, Sports Talk page, and that's another entry into the Fanatic Pack drawing. Man, this was supposed to be 30 minutes. It's been an hour and 30 minutes.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Blame angry Puerto Rican for the last 30. I knew it was gonna be another hour long. He got off on us. We'd still be talking.
We'd probably still be talking football. Hey, but man, look, I appreciate you. So I think we'll do it again probably Saturday afternoon, something like that. When do the Razorbacks play? We
Thursday at 8:45.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, okay, we can do it Thursday. That's fine.
Yeah, get your popcorn ready.
I'll be ready.
I'm not saying they don't have a chance. I'm just saying I think Arizona pulls it off. That's all I'm saying. Arkansas is gonna be mad at me. I know everybody gonna be mad at me. Mark, you hate me. I mean, I'm the realist, man. I'm just saying.
It's the truth. I mean, like if their strength is our weakness, that's a problem, and we got to figure out how to get over it. Well, as I always say, man, tough times don't last. Tough people do. Any shameless plugs? Anything before we go?
No, man. Listen, follow me on Instagram at _M.Winston. Facebook, Mark Winston, man. Listen, I talk ball with anybody. Reach out. Yeah. Let's talk ball.
That's real. Look, I'm thinking about setting up a table down on one of these corners and asking them to pay me when I'm wrong.
Hey, but the guy say, ask a lawyer. You go.
Yeah. Hey, for real, man. Well, we appreciate everybody joining us for the Fanatic Sports. This is the bracket challenge. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be a fun round, so I'm looking forward to it. And we will see you again. Let's do Friday. Let's do Friday at evening. Let's talk about that round Well, as the Sweet 16 gets going Friday, we will be back to talk about the next round, the Sweet 16 and the Elite Eight as it unfolds.
Where they raise banners.
This is when the banners start to get raised. These are important times of the year. So take off work if you got to. Your boss won't be mad unless you told him to pick that bracket and he didn't. I'm Blocker for my man Big Mark. We appreciate y'all joining us for the bracket challenge. Peace.